Wondering, obviously, probably that name doesn't sound very Zambian. Yeah, so yeah, how's been your stay so far in Zambia?
Zambia is a very cool place. I think everybody already knows that. I mean, coming from where I was coming from,
Mhm.
there is a kind of disparity, sort of. It's not the kind of gym, fast, snappy kind of thing. But I think it's a very cool place. The weather, oh my God, cold, extremely cold. I had to battle with that for a while, but we're gradually getting to enjoy the place and have fun and serve God the
Yeah,
way
in
we
Nigeria
can.
it's more hot, right?
Yeah, very hot in
And
Nigeria.
everything's done very fast.
Oh
Like
my God.
people very everything is fast,
Before
fast.
before you look your left, the left is already on the right. Before you look at the right is already on the left. So everyone is just piam piam piam. That's the slang we use. Piam piam piam. You don't slow down or else things
Yeah.
might get over you unknowingly. Yeah, so things are way very fast in Nigeria. But here I think everybody's just going at their own pace, one day at a time. Everybody's just cool, calm and collected. And I think it's a very good thing. It's a very
Awesome.
good thing.
Beautiful. All right, and maybe you can now just kind of like give a brief introduction of who Funmi Gracious is as a gospel minister.
As a gospel minister, Funmi Gracious is someone who is motivated into gospel music. It's a passion for me. I saw music. I still see music as a resting place for me. The world is full of chaos and everyone is just confused. We really don't know what is the right thing to do. You hear so many bad news more than the positive ones, and so music is something that after you've gone through the whole chaos and whole challenges and whole trouble, you come back to music like, I need to rest now. And so it depends on the kind of music that you want to listen to or the kind of music that inspires you. But for me, music is a resting place for me, and it's driven with passion because I just feel like when you're called into music, you also need to choose the path that you want to go through. And for me, it was a calling from the place of passion. I had passion for music. As long as there is a vibe, there is a sound, there is a melody, I love to sing, I love to dance. As a matter of fact, when I was growing up, like maybe 3, 4, I have people, some of my friends who invite me for birthday parties, for weddings, and they will just say, come and sing and dance for us, and all of that, and all of that. As a matter of fact, I had a lot of bridal roles because they feel, oh, she can sing and dance, and she has this kind of positive energy and all of that. So I love music for that, but I never thought I will be a minister in gospel music. It never occurred to me until at that point when the word came and like, this is what you're called to do. And there is a difference between passion and fulfilling destiny. So most times, even when you want to go after your passion, you also need to be sure, is this what God has called me to do? So because there is a thin line between both. If God has not called you to do it, then you might meet some things that would make you feel like drawing back. You meet some obstacles and you be like, you know what, I'm not going any further. But if it is God that has called you into it, there is this divine help that He gives to you. So music to me was passion combined with a call of God. Yeah.
Awesome. And when did you know that you had received that call?
Okay, specifically, that was about 4 years ago. I have been singing. I used to tell people that if anybody asks me my journey into music, my mom actually told me that I have been singing from my womb. I always tell that to people and we laugh about it. But about 4 years ago, I always minister in the choir at every level of my education, from my primary to secondary to my tertiary institutions. So after that, I just want to serve God in music, and most times I'm always found in that space of music, of singing. You don't find me anywhere else serving God except in the choir. So we keep going and going and going, and I thought, okay, this is cool. I just want to just do it, and then, but then people would meet me and would be like, oh, I think you would do well in music, in gospel music. I think you should go into. I think you should give it a try. I'm like, no, I'm just okay this way. Let me just be here. Let me just serve God and be fine this way. Until that specific day, I would not forget. There was a ministration that was held in my church, and I led the song. And the presence of God was so palpable. There is a presence that you feel, and you know that God is here. And so after that, I went home, and of course you get a lot of reaction from people. People will say, oh, beautiful, nice, and all of that. I felt, okay, it's one of those reactions that I usually get because it's not new to me. And then I got home, prayed, and that was when God ministered to me, and he told me in clear terms, this is what you're called to do. This is what I have created you to do. You might really like music, you might want to become anything. I am a critical care nurse by profession, and I love my job. But God told me, even if you want to be this, and you want to be that, and so much more, I have also called you into this, which is gospel music. And so that was how the journey started. I actually felt a bit remorseful, like, no, I don't want to. I am not the kind of person that loves to be everywhere, seeing my face all the time, which I know goes with this ministry. But if this is what God has called us to do, then we have to obey God. Else is going to replace us, and it's not good to be replaced by God. It's a weird feeling to be replaced by God.
All right. So let's get to your music ministry. What is the first song you're going to give to us, and what's the message behind it?
Okay, the first song is going to be my third single, He is God Alone. After releasing few singles, and I was just at a place of prayer, because every song should be a source of inspiration. You should receive it from God and then deliver to the people as God has told you to deliver it. So I was in the place of prayer, and I was just worshiping God, and it sounds like a communication between you and the Holy Spirit, and he was just telling me, who do you think I am? Okay, I was going through the book of Genesis, and I'm like, okay, when the children of Israelites were in bondage, in the hands of Pharaoh, and then Moses asked God, what should I tell Pharaoh? Who should I tell Pharaoh sent me? When he asked me, who sent you? Who is backing you up? Why all this energy and all of those stuff that you have? And then God told Moses that, tell Pharaoh, I am that I am. And then I was thinking that, okay, what kind of name can I give to God? Because when you look to your left, He's something. When you look to your right, He's something else. When you look to your front, God is something. When you look backwards, God is something else. So God is different things to different people. And my response to Him is, you are God alone. I mean, I can call you the deliverer, I can call you Jireh, I can call you whatsoever, depending on what I'm going through at that particular point, or the side that I've seen. But in all and in all, you are God alone. Only you are God, and you make yourself God by yourself. So that was how that song came about. He is God alone.
Awesome. Let's get to the song by Funmi Gracious, You God Alone.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Without Him, nothing else was made. Jehovah, you are God and God alone. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Without Him, nothing else was made. Jehovah, you are God and God alone. You are the beginning and the end, and everything in between. The breath of life, the life of my breath, the soul of the living. Everything was made with you, the ancient beginning and the end, and everything in between. Oh, the bread of life, the life of my breath, the soul of the living. Ah, yeah. Everything was made with you, the ancient of days. You are Jehovah, you are God and God alone. You are God alone. You are God alone. You are God and God and God alone. You are Jehovah, you are God and God alone. What you say you will do, you do all you say. In you only there is no shadow of turning. Faithful are you, Lord. Your words are yes and amen. You are Jehovah, you are God and God alone. All you say, you will do, you do all you say. In you only, there is no shadow of turning. Faithful are you, Lord. Your words are yes and amen. Jehovah, you are God and God alone. We call you different names. We call you all sort of names. But to us, Jesus, you are God alone. So many sides of you, Lord. So many things to say about you, Lord Jehovah. You are God and God alone. Unchangeable changer. Unmovable mover. The always God. The all-sufficient one. There is none compared with you, oh Jehovah. Jehovah, you are God and God alone. Right now, you know that God has been so many things to you. Think about those things that you've been through, and you actually felt you would not come out of it. Think about those exams you wrote and you felt you will fail. Think about that sickness that happened to you and you felt you would not survive. You thought this would be the end. Think about that interview you did and you thought, no, this job is not going to be given to you. Think about those obstacles that came your way and you felt, no, I won't be able to overcome it. But then all of a sudden, suddenly, Jesus showed up. Jesus showed up. God showed up and held your hands and told you, I got you. And told you it's not over yet. And told you, I am God and I'm going to prove to you that I am God. Think about those situations you thought will take over your life and you felt this will be the end. But then God says, I am God. He says, there is nothing impossible unto me. He says, my word will not come back to me void. He says, I honor my word more than my name. And because he has promised you that he will be with you all day till the end of the days, he is still holding your hands. He is still holding your hands. He is holding your hands. He is holding your hands. And that is why you would worship and adore him right now. You will tell him he is God alone. You will tell him he is God alone. Haya nabo shada brana maya da da da. He katuje bro katoja hada. What you say you will do, you do all you say. Higher. In you only there is no shadow of turning. Faithful are you, Lord. Your words are yes and amen. Jehovah, you are God and God alone. What you say, you will do, you do all you say. In you only, there is no shadow of turning. Faithful are you, Lord. Your words are yes and amen. You are Jehovah, you are God and God alone. El Shaddai, Yahweh, Jehovah, that is who you are. El Gibor, Mekadesh, I worship you. The lily of the valley, the great I am, the God of hosts, that is who you are. El Gibor, Mekadesh, I worship you. You are faithful in your ways. Your words are yes and amen. Jehovah, you are God and God alone. Oh, you are God. You are God. You are God. Jehovah, you are God. You are God alone.
Beautiful, right there. We have Funmi Gracious in the studio this evening. Was live on our Facebook page. Let us know. We are catching Radio Christian Voice. That song, You're God Alone. And I can see a lot of messages coming through this evening. Continue sending me messages this evening as we continue to praise and worship the name of God. What is the other song you're going to give to us?
Another song that really ministered to me is Bless the Lord, O my soul. That song actually ministered to me at a point where I didn't want to sing. I felt so devastated at that point, and I just like, I'm not singing. I just want to cry. I just want to sob. I just want to think about what I was going through at that point. But then it dawned on me that even when my body does not want to sing, even when my mouth, my sense, my mind doesn't want to bless God, my soul wants to bless God. And I think that is where true worship comes from. That is where genuine and acceptable worship comes from, when we worship God even in bad times, even in times where everything feels negative, everything feels odd, and everything feels devastating, but your soul just wants to bless God. It wants to bless God, and the song keeps ministering to me, and I think it's going to minister to everyone listening and watching right now too.
So let's get to it.
If you're watching or you're listening right now, and you actually felt God has forsaken you, you felt, does God even exist? You felt God is not hearing. You felt God is not listening to you. You felt you've prayed and God is not answering you. This song is for you. This song is for you. This song is for you. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I worship your holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I worship your holy name. I worship your holy name. Oh, my soul will worship your holy name. I will worship, I will sing, I will adore you. Oh, I worship His holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, worship your holy name. Bless the Lord, bless the Lord, bless the Lord, bless the Lord, bless the Lord. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, His holy name. I worship your 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 holy name. I remember when I was down, I was broken and slain. Jesus pulled me, He pulled me up, set my feet on the rock to say. I remember when I was nobody, Jesus pulled me up and set my feet on the rock to say, my soul bless you, my soul we honor you, worship His holy name. My soul we worship, my soul we honor you, Lord. I worship your holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I worship your holy name. I worship your holy name. I'll sing to you even when I don't feel like doing it. I'll worship your holy name. When my flesh fails me, when families and friends forsake me, I will worship your holy name. Even in trials and temptations, in the good and in the bad, I will worship your holy name. When I feel down, when I feel devastated, when I feel frustrated, Jesus, I will worship your holy name. I will worship, I will worship, I will worship, I will sing to you, worship your holy name.
Beautiful, right there. And I can see messages coming through this evening. We have Funmi Gracious in the studio with me. We brought the concert in your comfort zone. Once, thank you very much. Blessings, amazing glory to Jesus. Receiving the touch right now in all areas. Thank you very much. And I saw a message from Khalida as well. Good to know that you're watching this evening. So say he's being blessed by the woman of God. And okay, so messages all the way from Kapiri. Good to know that you are watching this evening, and from Rufunza as well. Good to know that you're watching this evening. Leave us a comment. Let us know how you're finding the program this evening, where you're watching from, and let's get interactive. This evening we have Funmi Gracious in the studio, right? And for people who are listening, and those who'd love to get some of your music, I know you have some singles out. Where can they find that music?
My songs are everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean on all digital platforms, on Apple Music, on iHeart Radio, what else? Apple Music, iHeart, Spotify, Audiomack, just name it. All you have to do is just Google Funmi Gracious. You're gonna see a list of all songs that God has helped me to sing and to inspire you, and you will be blessed by that.
Right. And are you the one? Do you write most of your music?
I actually write all my songs.
Okay.
Yeah, I write all my songs from beginning to the end.
Okay.
Yeah, cause one of my mentors used to say that when you have communion with God, He would give you a river of words, a river of songs to sing. This is not trying to like pull down people who don't write their songs, but I believe that everyone has a kind of inspiration that God has given unto you, and at times it comes from the place of talents or gifts. I think I'm a writer in the first place, so that also helped me to genuinely translate my writing skills into music, into songs. So I write all my songs by myself. It depends on what God has given me at that time. And it does not have to be right here, right now. You might write maybe just a line today, and you're like, Holy Spirit, just give me the next line. And before you know it, it will just flow through you, and you just mix everything together. So it depends on the inspiration. And at times, especially most of my songs, most times are scripture driven. That means I see some of them from the scriptures. Maybe I'm just reading the Bible and I'm like, oh, this word, we need to put it into a song. And that is how it keeps coming. So I think God has helped me it's by grace. I mean, by strength shall no man prevail. But I write all my songs for myself, by the grace of God.
All right. And for those who would love to get in touch with you concerning ministry, how can they get in touch with you?
My social media platforms, Funmi Gracious, on YouTube, Funmi Gracious, on Facebook, Funmi Gracious, on Instagram, Funmi Gracious 1, on TikTok, Funmi Gracious 1. I think that's all, basically all for now. And when you go through my profile, you see my Gmail. In case you want to connect with me personally, we can also do that. My Gmail is on my profile, but most times it's usually through my social media platforms. Just Funmi Gracious, you'll see them there.
All right, so get to follow her, Funmi Gracious, and on all social media platforms, and send that message. You'd love her to come and minister at your church, and you're listening this evening, get in touch with her. You'd love to find out more concerning her ministry, get in touch with her. And how's it been so far, like being in Zambia? Do you have your own team now that it's kind of like you're working with to move around to do ministry?
Yeah, definitely. You can be a gospel music minister without having your team.
Yeah.
I have my own team that we go for ministration. We enter the studio to do songs together.
Yeah.
I have produced, I think I've done like 3 songs in Zambia since we came here. So we have a team, and the name of the ministry is Funmi Gracious Music Ministry.
Okay.
So we have a team of the instrumentalists, of the singers, of the vocalists, and part of the ministry is also to help encourage people who want to also go into this ministry, because I think the world is full of talents, full of people with passion, people who want to really go into this, but they need someone to hold their hands.
Yeah.
They need someone to help them maybe with finances. They need someone to show them the way. They need someone to encourage them. They need someone to show them, okay, this is how to start. This is how to go through it. So a number of people don't have any clue. They just felt, okay, how they don't know the route to go through. And so we have a few people that God has used us with this little time to also help to ginger help to show the way per se as God is leading us. So it's one of the things that we also do. So we have our team, and we also have like a program that also help people who are called into music ministry, just to encourage them, to show them, okay, this is how to go about it. And if there is any other assistance that they may need, with the help of God, we're helping out, and God is also helping us.
Awesome. Thank God. Beautiful. We have like 10 minutes before we end this segment. What is the other song you're going to give to us?
Okay, the song we're going to be doing next is actually, that was the song I ministered when God told me that this is what I have called you to do, when I was talking about my journey into music. And it's one of the songs that ministered to me. It was done by one of my mentors, Victoria Renze. Oh Lord, set my heart on fire. And I think we need to, in this generation, in this world, we need to be on fire for God. You can't be cold. If you're cold, the devil is going to make he's going to make a whole heap of filthiness, of stupid stuff from you with you. So you need to be on fire for God. You need to be hot for God. And you can't be neither here or there. You have to be somewhere. So it's either you're for God or you're on the other way round. And so I didn't know that song was actually for me that day when I ministered that song. But to the glory of God, it's like the beginning of my journey into music ministry. And it's one of those things that I told my mentor, Minister Victoria Renze, that you have a daughter here, and I know that song ministered to a lot of people, and I'm sure it's going to minister to those who are watching or listening to us, or even people that will come across it again, because if we want to burn for God, then our hearts must be on fire for Him.
Awesome. Let's get it.
If you're listening right now or you're watching right now, I just want you to connect with God. I want you to surrender your totality to Him. I want you to come to that place of communion. Come to that place where you say it's either God or God. It's either God or nothing else. I have nothing else to go back to. God, I'm at that point where I have given you everything. I am surrendering everything back to you. I am giving you everything, all of me. Nothing is left. But I need you to help me. I need you to help me. Hold my hand, Lord. I am for you. Oh Lord, set my heart on fire for you. For you. Oh Lord, set my heart on fire for you. For you. Oh Lord, set my heart on fire for you. For you. Oh Lord, please set my heart on fire for you. For you. Oh Lord, please set my heart on fire for you. For you. Oh Lord, set my heart on fire for you. For you. I wanna know your heart. Ah, Jesus. I wanna know your way. I wanna know your heart. I wanna know your way. I wanna know your way. Jesus, I wanna know. I wanna know your way. I wanna burn for you. I wanna speak like you. I wanna be like you. I wanna act like you. Set me up for you. I wanna know your heart. I wanna know your way. Jesus, set me up for you. I wanna know your heart. I wanna know your way. Set me up for you. I wanna know your way. I wanna know your way. I wanna know your way. Set me up for you. Set me up for you. Set me up for you, Lord. Set me up for you. I wanna burn for you, Lord. I wanna walk for you, Lord. I wanna work for you, Lord. Everything that I am, all that I am is yours. I wanna know your heart. Oh, Jesus, I wanna know your way. That song is ministering to my spirit right now. Because Jireh is enough.
Jesus is enough. He's all that you need. Higher. Jireh, you are enough. Yeah, you are Jireh. You are enough. You are Jireh. You are enough. You are my Jireh. You are enough for me. I am. You are enough. You are Jireh. You are enough. Jireh. You are enough. All that I am. All that I am. All I will be. All I am made of. It's all about you, Lord, 'cause you are enough. I am enough, Jesus, 'cause you are enough. I feel satisfaction in you, oh Lord, 'cause you are enough. I find fulfillment in you, Jesus. You are enough. You are Jireh. You are enough. Riches cannot be enough for me. Education cannot be enough for me. But you are Jireh. You are enough. You are Jireh. And you are enough. I'm at a point in my life where I know. Jireh, you are enough. You are Jireh, and you are enough.
Beautiful right there. Funmi Gracious in the studio this evening. I felt very shocked. Felt like we just continued to worship the name of God in the studio. And yeah, I can see messages coming through all the way from Solwezi Kasonde in Livingston. I appreciate Miriam saying, "Oh yes, Lord, thank you, Jesus, I'm blessed and healed." Awesome, Frank Siame, thank you very much. Sandra Seke as well. Thank you for coming through this evening. All right, as we're about to wrap up this particular segment, what are your last words?
Okay. Let's keep running for God. Let's keep working for God. Let's keep worshiping God. He is all we've got. The whole world is in chaos. Trust me, there is no safe place anymore. You might feel this place is safe, but when you get there, you see that that particular place is also battling with its own kind of chaos, and we are in the last days. And God is really looking for people that will worship Him in spirit and in truth. So let's get to that point where we know that God is all sufficient. He is all that we've got. And let's worship Him and keep worshiping Him. And it's laid in my spirit that there is someone listening right now that you felt you've come to the end of your road. But God is saying, hold my hand. Just hold my hand. Just hold on to my words. I would not lie. I would come. Because faith is the substance of things we hope for and the evidence of things we do not see. God is coming through for you, and He is coming through for you